Chapter 181. Towards the final stage. Floating cross-legged in the air, Moss calmly observed the battlefield from above. His size was unusually small, like a 10-year-old child, thanks to his unique skill collector. This skill was incredibly versatile and useful in nearly every situation, while it was often used to create miniature clones to spread disaster and reap lives. This time, Moss was merely using it to monitor the status of each airship. However, good grief, all the strong ones are gathered at the flagship. How boring. There's not a single worthy opponent for me to face. The other demon nobles are locked in intense fight. How enviable. Still, that Kondo fellow is quite something. For him to push Karada-sama to get serious and still be on equal footing. Impressive. He was meticulously tracking every battle, gathering intelligence without missing a detail and, at the same time, forwarding this intel to Diablo. Unbeknownst to Moss, Diablo was acting as a relay, passing this intelligence on to another party. Meanwhile, Zonda, who had been watching Demon Lord Rimuru's battle nearby, was informed about Veyron's struggle and rushed off to support him. After witnessing Rimuru's overwhelming Veldora sword attack, Zonda's excitement and fervor had awakened something within him. Supporting Veyron now seemed like the right move. Then a familiar voice echoed in Moss' mind. Kufufufu, Moss, we're progressing smoothly. What's the status of the rat? It was Diablo. No problems here. It's been darting across several ships, likely trying to reach the transfer devices, but teleportation has failed so far. The Greater Demon Spatial Interference Barrier is doing its job well. Seems Shen has done a great job. Excellent. It's annoying to let it roam freely. It will probably be drawn to the flagship eventually by the bait, the Emperor. Any escape methods it has are futile. Kufufufu, destroy every ship except the flagship. Roger that. I'll begin retrieving my clones. Wait, after hearing that insult towards Rimuru-sama, your boss is furious. I think it's best to leave this to Testa. It might help her blow off some steam. What? Didn't I just say the rat needs to take the bait before we deal with the Emperor? We can't have it die too soon. It will be fine. There's no way Testa could destroy that castle guard. Still, I'm worried this might interfere with tracking the rat. Please calm her down somehow. Wah, me? That's totally unreasonable. Yes, you. Kufufufu. I'm counting on you. Oh, he cut the call. Diablo-sama is really no good at handling Testarossa-sama. Letting out a long sigh, Moss reluctantly contacted Testarossa. He asked her to destroy all the airships except the flagship. Leave it to me. Let's show them what happens when they insult Rimuru-sama. Moss stiffened at the surge of her anger. For a moment, he feared the rat might get roasted in the process, but even if that happened, it wasn't a problem. He concluded as much and began recalling his clones. All clones were retrieved successfully. Save for a few, he left stationed near the transfer devices to obstruct the enemy's magic. Their task? Weaken defensive barriers, offering support to Testarossa. Then came the explosion. Roughly 60 airships surrounding the flagship were incinerated by a massive dragon of fire created by wide area magic. Chain prominence. Due to Moss interference weakening their defenses, the ships stood no chance. They burned into nothingness. With that, only the flagship carrying the Emperor and the 200 captured airships remained. Moss confirmed that the rat had transferred onto the flagship. Simultaneously, all teleportation magic circles aboard the captured ships were erased per orders. Everything was unfolding perfectly. The operation had now moved to its final stage, Ultima versus Damrada. Ultima was thoroughly enjoying her battle against Damrada. At first glance, their strength seemed evenly matched. However, while Ultima had superior energy reserves and total magic's mastery as a demon, Damrada outclassed her in technique and combat experience. His focused counterattacks neutralized Ultima's multi-directional strikes. His defense was precise and effective, textbook perfect, but Damrada knew the truth. This is bad. At this rate, I'll definitely lose. With every exchange, Ultima adapted and grew stronger. What looked like a balanced fight was slowly tilting in her favor. Then, aha, I'm starting to get it now. With a joyous cry, Ultima spread 6 pairs, 12 wings, a pitch-black darkness, and launched a new kind of attack. Unlike her unstable black flame whip, this was a precise, honed assault. Damrada focused all his strength into defense. He successfully blocked the wing strike, but the moment he relaxed, Poison Launch Fist, Ultima's hand clad in dark magic and imbued with Poison King Samael, pierced Damrada's abdomen. Her purple claws broke through his defenses like they were paper. Oh, coughing blood, Damrada fell to his knees, still conscious, still clinging to life. Idiot, that wasn't a launch fist, it was a spare hand. But the strike was flawless. Call it Bloody Bite Crimson Serpent's venomous claws, perhaps. With a bitter smile, he collapsed. His gaze turned to the sky as he reflected on his life flashback. Emperor Rudra's decree. Damrada, this may be my last moment. I'm exhausted. Containing. Justice King Michael is becoming impossible. Absolute justice isn't so different from evil. True justice that everyone accepts doesn't exist. So while I'm still me, find someone who can defeat me. If I fall to Guy, no one will be able to stop Michael's rampage. This is an imperial order. Find that person. Destroy Michael. Damrada had failed, and yet there was peace in his heart. His quest was agonizing, seeking someone who could kill the emperor he respected. A heavy burden. He had narrowed it down to two, Kagurazaka Yuki and Demon Lord Rimuru. Both wild cards, but both dangerous, yet full of potential. But the final showdown never happened. The emperor had run out of time. Even so, Damrada wasn't filled with despair. Your Majesty, I entrust this wish to someone else. Can I ask that of you? Yeah, I plan to kill him anyway, Ultima replied with a smirk. Relieved, Damrada smiled. My offering is my soul. I'll pass on all techniques I've forged. Your Majesty, I'm coming to join you. And with that, Damrada, the Fist Saint, took his final breath. Carrera versus Kondo. Elsewhere, Carrera had lost her left arm and was in deep trouble. Her immense power, normally enough to crush opponents, wasn't working as expected. Kondo had outmaneuvered her with precision and superior tactics. Despite taking multiple direct hits from remove bullets and necrosis bullets, she was still alive, but severely weakened. Kondo, wearing his formal combat uniform, a sign he was serious, was frustrated. He had already used his strongest trump card, the Judgment Bullet, earlier on Vildora. Now he relied on eraser bullets, and one had gouged out Carrera's abdomen. Her left arm refused to regenerate due to the necrosis bullets' lingering effects. The situation was grave. Carrera, driven by pride and loyalty to Rimuru, screamed in defiance. Such a thing is unacceptable. She forced her body to regenerate, activating Extinction King Abaddon. Black and white lights erupted around her and Kondo, generating a colossal surge of energy. Kondo hesitated. If he attacked her now and disrupted her control, the resulting explosion might destroy the entire flagship, along with the Emperor. Grinding his teeth in frustration, he stood still. To Kondo's credit, Carrera's precise mana manipulation was remarkable. Only someone like her, one of the 4 Devil Lords, could pull off such a feat. End of chapter 181.